Planning is by far the most under leveraged skill and the most valuable skill in terms of being prepared to execute on a solution once it's presented to you. So if I was to put myself in the position of a decision maker, I'm always contemplating the planning process, firstly and foremostly. I liken it to the let's not ready, fire, aim, or the measure twice, cut once approach. But if you don't do the planning up front, ultimately the execution becomes more cumbersome, more challenging, and ultimately more difficult to fulfill that requirement. Planning tends to happen a little informally, and what we do is we put a quantification and a data driven approach to that process, which allows them to feel comfortable and confident that they've made the right decisions, ultimately selecting the right building, selecting the right neighborhood, selecting the right terms and conditions of whatever they're doing, whether they're buying or leasing. So planning is not a necessarily a surprise. It's just there's a very broad variance into how people do it. And ultimately, my experience, when you put a formalized process to it, and a specific process to that specific company, it ultimately leads to a better result.